You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
What's up, punters and dribblers? Welcome back to another episode of Hello Sport. The home unqualified opinion and unwavering bias. Monday, 22nd of May, 2023. Chilly as fuck in the city of Sydney, and I'm sure all across Australia, bar the tropical regions.
Bar half of it.
Bar half of it.
Maybe more.
To be honest, a lot of Australia's probably still pretty hot.
Can't be sure.
I saw a fucking thing the other day where it was 30 degrees in Townsville. I'm like, dude, that's so hot.
Dior Day will get up like what lows in Townsville look like. What does a low in Townsville look like? I'm not talking about like a tropical low. I'm talking about like a run-of-the-mill dry season low or wet season low. I don't even know when the
just whenever's coldest. What's the coldest get in Townsville? Anyway,
good to be here.
Good to be here.
It gets at coldest night temperatures between 13 and 18 degrees.
So it's fucking hot.
It's pretty hot. 13, not nothing though. In terms of, it's not a...
That's at night time.
Yeah, you're in bed, tucked up in your bed.
So it probably doesn't get below 20 in the day.
Can I shout something out?
Yep.
The fucking Australian Dooner. Just Doonas getting into their work this time of year.
Aussie Doonas.
Dude.
Because, listen, punters and dribblers, I'm not here to give you a lecture on Doonas, but I am here to speak warmly about them. They deliver in spades for a simple reason. You can't sleep with a heater on, really. It fucks you up.
Dries you out.
Wigs you out. The body doesn't like it. Now, if you didn't know this, now you do. The body likes to be cooler at night. That's why the aircon gets into its work in summer, because a hot bod doesn't rest well.
No.
But you also you can't lay there shivering all night in winter, so you need something to cocoon you.
Dude,
to protect.
Steph got these new almost flannel sheets.
Linen.
Yeah, but it's
or
not
flannelette.
like flannelette sort of bed sheets.
Winter sheets.
Winter sheets.
Yeah.
This morning I woke up like just as toasty, and you know when you're fully aware of how fucking freezing it is outside of the doona.
Yeah.
And you just
which is a nice place to be, because you're aware.
You're aware. Your face is cold.
Oh yeah, fuck you. You know what's going on out there.
Yeah.
But at least this was what we did in Dubbo as well, because it got fucking cold.
Yeah.
Especially our house. We just had a fire. So basically heated one room, and the rest of the house was fucked.
I want a fireplace though as well. That's a goal for me.
Flannelette pajamas.
Yep.
Played into flannelette sheets.
Yeah.
That's the double.
Yeah, it is.
That's the dub right there.
Tell you what though, drying yourself after a cold country shower in front of the fireplace. Tell me you used to do that as a pup.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Stand there.
Straight as soon as you're out of the shower, bang, straight to the fire. Straight to the
there.
fire.
Stand there.
Unbelievable.
Burn a couple of toilet rolls for fun.
Unbelievable.
Just warm yourself
up. You can't
up.
beat that.
Throwing shit to the fire.
I tell you what I used to do was you'd almost straddle one of those like oil heaters. You know those?
Oh yeah.
You'd sit on those things.
You can sit on those.
Like
ours are all dented along. It's like a simian, yeah.
Simian.
A simian for kids.
I used to put my clothes hung up over the oil heater before I put them on in the morning.
Yeah,
they get into their work, but you got to sit on the cunts. Otherwise, they don't do shit.
No, you got to really ride those bastards.
You do though.
No,
they don't do jack shit otherwise.
Or you got to have them like blasting in a room for like 40 minutes before you really get into anything.
But you can't beat a fire.
No, you can't. You really can't.
And obviously, I like the Ridgy Didge. I understand that the Ridgy Didge is better. However, the new gas ones go okay as well. Like,
no.
They go okay.
I had this
because it's still a flame.
I had a chat with a friend of the show.
Still a flame.
Charlie Endersby on the weekend.
Yep. Great man. And he was showing me his Argentinian barbecue. I was at his house. And what it is he built it himself. It's fucking incredible. But there's like a bit on the... He's a chippy.
Yeah, I know.
So he's not an everyman.
No, he's not. But it's a feat. Like, it's not just a slapdash, you know.
He's a perfectionist.
So he's got this bit on the side where you burn wood and then it drops under to coals and you sweep the coals underneath the grill bit, and that's where you do your cooking.
So logs, and then they burn down, and then how does the coal fall through like a slit?
It's like corrugated, sort of like.
And then you
just drag the coals under, and it's like coal burn fucking. And
what sort of like all
anything?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Argentinian.
Okay.
See how that's on the side.
Okay.
And so what you see there is where that meat's sitting. It that can be raised up depending on what you're cooking. So you're like distance from the flame. So he's got this handle on the side. It's a model Ford T old like wheel. It's like 100-year-old wheel. So it's a huge fucking thing on the side. And you know, like when you're riding a bike with gears, the lowest gear you pedal fucking heaps. Like you have to pedal quite a lot to get a short amount of time. Does that make sense? Low geared. You know what I'm talking about?
The highest gear.
So the higher you go up in the gear, isn't it like easier? So if you're going up a hill, you go low gear, so you're pedaling more, but you're moving slower.
Yeah.
Whatever the one is.
Well, you're pedaling more, but you're
moving slower.
There's less resistance.
We
in
all
the
know
low
it.
gear.
We all know it. The least
Anyway,
resistance moving slower.
Can you tune just when you keep that around, but try and find Ford Model T, like wheels? Anyway, this is a huge thing on the side.
Probably not in the Argentinian barbecue.
No,
It's not a stock standard model that comes.
No, that's just but see the metal spoke for the fucking tires.
That's the wheel.
That's the thing that he uses to raise the.
Oh, sick.
And it's in really low gear, so he's like, I wanted to have it like a super low gear, so that I've got like millimeter specific control of this bitch, or that I can just like spin it real hard because it's so heavy and it goes. But like, dude. So anyway, I'm looking at this barbecue and I'm fucking so impressed by it.
Because you're right. Are you still rocking the BBQ?
Yeah, I am, and it's not long for me. I can't deal with it. But what I realized is, and it's one of these things that I've been like feeling generally whenever I go out and cook my barbecue. My mates, is like a great sense of dissatisfaction with barbecues generally, and the feeling that I'm basically just using an outdoor stove because it's just gas. I want to.
Oh, you want. Okay.
I want to burn shit,
this
dude.
is where
and
we
I'm
get to.
seeing a man.
This is where we get to.
And
it circles back.
It circles back. I want to burn shit, dude.
Yep.
Like I want to see. I want to see burnt wood cooking my steaks.
Yeah. No, I'd go along with that. I tell you what gets a young Edward Simpson toey as well is, because obviously I'm young, is a fucking pizza cooker with
outdoor pizza oven.
Pizza oven with, again, embers,
Yes.
coals, flames, Aussie wood burning, getting the coals going. That sort of shit gets me going as well.
Because I got to his house, I go, dude, where's the fireplace? He had this heaps of wood stacked up. He's like, come check this shit out. Argentinian barbecue. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. It was so good.
There's levels.
There's level. I mean, look, I'm not at Argentinian barbecue level, but like even just a coal.
Yeah. I don't know how they'd feel about us in our rentals knocking up Argentinian barbecues.
Yeah. No, I don't think I think it'd be frowned
I don't know if that'd fly.
It'd be frowned upon.
But, Tom, it does stoke the fires within to one day, hopefully, build a real setup where I can smoke meats. Because I'll get, when you're in your 40s and your kids are annoying you just want to get the fuck out of the house, go smoke some meats.
I'm telling you, dude.
Smoke some briskets and shit.
Going outside and cooking the barbecue, it's like, don't get any try. I spend the whole time trying to stick their hand in the fucking fire.
I'm going to have my Argentinian barbecue that I've just found out about. I'm going to have my wood fire pizza oven. I'm going to be smoking meats back there. I'm going to have some sort of big refrigerator, maybe to hang up meats.
Smoke meats, smoke billies, smoke cigars, smoke ciggies.
And then I'm going to have my work shed. I'm going to have a drop saw in there. You better believe that. We've been over what we're going to have in our sheds.
But
this is another piece that we can add to the puzzle, Tom.
Yeah.
The puzzle
barbecue.
of I'm a dad.
Yeah. I'm a dad. I'm a dude.
Yeah. I'm a cool dad.
I'm a cool dad, but I'm not that cool. Now, look, we've got some big sporting news in the form of State of Origin teams, which I'd like to get to, but then I would also like to circle back post-Origin chat to a couple of runners who ran on the weekend.
So Origin first?
I would like to get into some State of Origin.
And then we'll circle back.
And then we'll circle back to some runners who ran.
Yep. Well, and one runner who,
look, listen.
Well,
that's a tease for you.
Yeah.
That's a tease for you.
One runner who,
runner who rolled and the runner who ran. Now, New South Wales and Queensland State of Origin sides, Edward, they have been named. Some surprises. Should we go through New South Wales first, given it is our state?
Let's start with the greatest state of all.
Yep.
Now, I'll read it through for you.
Thank you.
Obviously, fullback and captain James Tedesco, Toto winger, Trebojevic and Mitchell the centres, Adokar on the wing, Jerome Luai, Nathan Cleary the halves, Payne Harson, Junior Bolo up front, Api Coruscant at 9, Cameron Murray at 11, Liam Martin, fucking oath, at 12, and Isaiah Yeo, the lock at 13. Nico Hines is 14, the utility spot. Hudson Young, Tavita Pangai Jr. in for Jake Trebojevic, who last night informed Freddy he wasn't right.
Classy from Jake.
Classy from Jake. And Tyson Frizzell sees out the bench. Campbell Graham, the 18th man.
Also,
Now,
just by the way, I'm pretty sure New South Wales named their team in alphabetical order, and people have just assigned numbers based on where they think, so not confirmed.
they announced they did announce a squad. The articles that I've read also basically were naming people in position. So we're just going to go with...
We'll go with that as positions. It seems pretty...
seems... Listen...
The only thing that would change is a Huddy or a Frizzell into a back row, which I would be surprised
Yeah, but
by.
I don't think so. I think Liam Martin's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, same. I don't know why they would... Whatever. Now, there's a couple of notable talking points from the New South Wales side of it, if you don't mind me just touching on a couple of those for you. Tom Trebojevic, everyone going, he just needs to put in a performance. He needs to, we need to see something from Tommy. How's he going? How's he running? How's he going? Well, he's going great. He scored 3 tries. Manly fucked the Raiders in the US. We'll get to that game, but Tommy proved that he's back. He's ready for Origin.
Listen, he was fucking sensational yesterday. Tom and I, because we love the state, we like to do our homework, and we like to put hard yakka into getting understanding from people that we trust about where they see the Origin side this year. Everyone we talk to that knows fucking goddamn anything about rugby league said the same thing. If Tommy is ready and he tells Freddie he's ready, he's in. But for him to put that performance in yesterday and just go, oi!
Ready, Freddie.
Ready, Freddie?
Hey, Freddie, I'm ready.
Freddie, I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddie. Give me the fucking Steeden. Watch what I can do.
Campbell. Sorry, Campbell. Sorry, Campbell.
But there might be a really famous rugby league player who's now a commentator that we interviewed that you haven't listened to yet, but it's coming out on SEN tomorrow night. That's Tuesday night for the punter and the dribbler.
Yeah, his name
who
is
said
Jones.
that he thought that Turbo was a bee's dick away.
Yes.
The week before, who'd we play, Tom?
We lost to
Sharks.
another team.
The Sharks. He said that he thought he was he saw the makings of the old Turbo coming back.
Yeah.
And then sure as shit, yesterday rips Canberra a new asshole.
Yeah.
He did.
He's that big, hulking, throbbing cock of his, the Tommy knocker, got to work.
Yep.
Again, we'll get to that game. I don't want to start sucking off that game yet because that's obviously.
But it gives context to the fact that
you don't see that.
Look at Queensland.
You see his performance and you go, okay, he's ready. He's back. Like
look at Queensland.
The him and Saab connection. I'm sorry, I'm talking the game. I said I wouldn't talk about it, but the him and Saab connection, out to Tommy, back to Saab, back to Tommy. Like, dude, Jesus fucking Christ, it's good stuff.
But he's playing both sides of the field. He's in and out. Like that try he scored, was it his first try?
I believe it was. He carried 12 players over.
Where he goes, give me the pill.
Yeah.
Josh Schuster, give me the seed, son.
Yeah.
And balls. That's when I knew he's ready.
Yeah.
I go, oh, kid's ready.
Kid's ready. Freddie's ready.
Freddie's ready.
Now, I reckon.
Fox goes in. Love it.
Fox, that's good. Like, who else was going to go in there?
Well, because Tom,
really?
we needed a need for speed.
Yeah. I think the biggest shocker.
Well, the biggest.
Not the shocker. The biggest shock or surprise or like talking point.
The biggest talking point.
Appy for Cook and
No Cook at all.
No Cook at all.
So obviously last year and maybe even years before that, I can't recall, my memory shot to shit, punters and dribblers. We started to try and emulate Queensland
Just
with the
last
two
year, I
hooker
think.
thing.
I think
Was it just last year?
Yeah.
It's not our thing. It's not how we operate.
That's not how we as a state like to do our things, you know what I mean?
No. We don't. It's just not our cup of tea. So if you're looking at who's the better dummy, Appy or Cook, I got to be honest, I think it's Appy.
Look,
and I'll tell you why, Tom. He's in pretty fucking good form for a shit side who's going better, and he's been the linchpin of.
He's basically got the whole side on his fucking back.
100%. He also knows a little bit about the 6, the 7, and the 13. Yeah. Knows a little bit about them.
Yeah.
So that doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt at all. In fact, it probably helped quite significantly.
I think you'll find that it may have seen him go over the line.
Yes. Cook was I think the front runner, because of how fucking...
Who's the incumbent?
Well, yeah, he's the incumbent, but so was Appy. Like, Appy was in the team last year, but but South's going way better than the Tigers. Tigers sucked ball sacks. But then you have the Bunnies lose to the Eels, and then you see the Tigers absolutely hump the Cowboys to death. We'll get to it, but I initially saw it and went, ooh, but I think actually as a New South Welshman, I feel safer that Appy's there. Like, I'm actually like, you know what? That's the call.
I like that Appy's there. I really do. Again, he has been fucking good in a pretty ordinary Tigers outfit. Obviously, they're on the improve, but, you know, they didn't win a game for 6 or 7 weeks. He's been great the whole time, more or less.
Yeah.
And the fact that Nath and Jerome...
Nath and Rome
know his game. He knows theirs, more importantly, and he can give them good, honest rugby league seed, Tom.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with Appy.
I'm happy with Appy. He's also a young, probably a little more virile.
Well, what's the age breakdown? Appy has played for so many clubs. He's played in 4 grand finals and won 3 of them.
How old is Appy? I see him as younger.
Appy's 30 and Cook is 31.
So pretty much same shit.
Slightly more.
Appy's fucking fit some shit in his career though, dude. Like,
yeah, he has.
He's really fit
180 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clubs.
5 clubs?
5 clubs, 3
clubs.
premierships, 4 grand finals.
Fiji International and New South Wales.
And so he didn't make the Australian side last year.
No, he hasn't played for Australia.
Crazy. I guess it's...
I think he might have been committed to Fiji.
Oh, okay. Now, the one that I'm kind of like... Again, like...
Oh, okay. No.
You want to say something? You want to say?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Love seeing Huddy Young in there.
Love it, dude.
Love seeing Huddy Young in there,
Love
bro.
Huddy Young.
Wait, Maitland's stock, dude.
Hey, another one Newcastle let go.
Yeah, but like they're all fucking tough out of that part of the world.
Yeah, they're
tough as fucking.
They're tough.
Tough as nails. He'll go real well, I reckon.
I don't mind it.
He'll go real well. I'm pumped for Huddy Young. He's been unbelievable this season for Canberra. Fuck, he runs a nice line. Strong as an ox.
Yeah.
Good.
Now,
really, really nice selection.
No, I'm happy with Huddy. And listen, sorry we had to fucking put your side in a body bag yesterday, Huddy, on the eve of Origin, but I'm happy for you to get in there. But Manly had to put a hurting on you, and then now we're all one. Now we're all New South Welshmen. But the one that is kind of like, I'm a bit like, and I'm down with Freddy, and when it's in Freddy we trust, it's Origin time, so whatever. But Jake out, TPJ in. Now, I'm not anti-TPJ by any means. Off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone, and there's multiple reasons why my brain is mush, but I can't think of anyone else that I'm like, was desperately unlucky to miss out, but I'm like, Tavita?
Well,
there were lots of
Campbell Graham's injured. I mean,
Campbell Gillard.
Campbell Gillard, rather. He's injured, correct?
Yes.
Obviously, Jake's injured.
What about Saifidi boys?
Saifidi, I think, was unlucky.
There were people talking Tavita Totola as well because he's been having a good season at Souths.
Listen.
He's been okay.
No disrespect to Tavita Totola, but I would have been equally as like, okay.
I haven't seen a whole lot of Tavita Pangai Jr.
Well, he was injured for a fair bit at the start of the season, but he also seems like a bit of a
he looked all right,
rocks and diamonds guy.
He looked all right yesterday.
Yeah, right, but that's a rocks or diamonds sort of vibe for me.
Listen, he's obviously third string. You know what I mean? There's 2 blokes that were certainly ahead of him. The Saifidi boys, or I always forget who the better of them.
Well, they've both played now.
But who is it? Daniel?
Well, I think Jacob might have taken over. I think Daniel was the first one to make it,
and then Jacob's gone past him.
Right.
So you would have to consider them probably a little bit unlucky. It's come out of
Frizzell back in. Like,
I get that one.
No, same. I'm not anti.
I get that.
I'm not anti Frizz. It's more it's like I saw it as like we have so like a wealth of back rowers, and then I'm like,
I get it, but having talked to bloke in a bar, Denon, last week, and he was like Hamole coming off and just rampaging, sort of made a bit of sense to me. But I trust Frizzell because he's been there.
I wonder why I'd love to know what the reasons are for not picking Hamole, like from a analytical rugby league perspective. Now, obviously, TPJ's a middle, and Hamole not, but
he could, but he hasn't. I don't think I've ever seen him play in the middle.
No, neither. But just generally speaking, over, say, like a Huddy or a Frizzell on the bench, why? I mean, maybe it's just because he's fucking got run over
Frizzell,
by
I think, because
he's been there, done that.
he's
Tough as team.
mate. But that shit means something, I reckon.
No
For
shit, yeah.
Like, especially fucking debut Origins. I mean, touch wood. Obviously, I'm touching.
We fucking win it, dude, but carry on.
I'm touching wood. We don't light the world on fire with our debutants, generally speaking. You know, like it's not really something that we've had a whole heap of.
I tell you when we did Freddy's first series when he bought in like 11 Debs. It was like a Deb ball,
and so it can be done.
It can be done. The Deb ball. You remember the Deb? You know, like I never went to one, but you know, like fucking people have Deb balls.
Well, isn't that when you've become of age?
Yeah, is that like the white person's fucking bar mitzvah? Like, what is a Deb ball?
A debutante ball. I thought it was more of an American thing.
It is an American
Yeah.
thing.
No, but I think it's also like
It's not. It's
Australia,
not,
regionally
no,
Australia. Yes, it is, dude.
I
I'm
don't
telling
think
you.
so. Nah, it's not. It wasn't done in Dubbo.
It wasn't done in Barrel either. But
So
at least,
when was it done?
well, I saw someone, friend of the show, someone I won't name because I don't want to sound like I'm taking the piss out of them, but like where they were like talking about it, like their Deb ball. Like people do them in Australia.
Where do you do them?
Like local fucking town halls and shit.
So it's like if you're 16, you can go up the Deb ball this year. Is that how it works?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Listen.
Have you been to a Deb ball?
Call
Let us
up
know.
the Dribbler hotline and tell us about your Deb balls because I want to, and that's your debutante ball for people that don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, not balls.
Not like
celebration of Debbies.
No.
I like the side. Nico Hines, 14.
Nico.
Obviously, his hair's too wet to leave out. Makes a lot of sense.
You know,
it'll be interesting to see where they play him.
The podcast is always this week, Punters and Dribblers, brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. Join our About Even group on Ned's, a private group where we share bets. You might have got my Fafita first try scorer if you were in there. You find it in the group, the group tab in your Ned's app.
Come and join the biggest group on Ned's, except some weird racing group.
Yeah, basically the biggest group in the Ned's group groups, and the secret passcode is Dribbler. Now, we obviously love Ned's. You love Ned's. Ned's have been a big supporter of ours, and we thank them for it.
If you haven't tried Ned's Punters and Dribblers, you're not going to regret giving them a whirl. A delicious betting experience.
Take it for a spin.
Take it for a spin, like driving a new car, and then you hop out of it and you go, geez, that was the car for me. That's what's gonna happen with Ned's. You get a nip in there, you're gonna go, ooh, same game multis. Yes, sir. Little Ned's toolbox full of little goodies and little treats. Yes, sir. Okay, you got all the regulars, the first try scorers, last try scorers, margins,
All the
lines,
good stuff. All
totals,
the good stuff. Come
half
on.
time, full time, all the goodies. But it's the toolkit
Yeah.
is what gets me going.
Yep, that's it, Punters Dribblers. Now, obviously, as we always say, we like to have fun. We personally like to have a punt. If you don't, that's fine. As long as if you are going to do it, you're doing it responsibly. That's the most important thing. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
On the whole, Tom, I just look at our side and it turns me the fuck on.
Yep.
We've got a really nice rugby league side there. Latrell Mitchell, welcome back, bruh.
Yeah.
Him and Turbo in the centres.
Never lost a series. Whoops. Never lost a series. Can I
Big trouble. Liam Martin comes back in. He's a job doer, Tom.
Yeah.
Cam
Can I
Murray's
just point
beast.
something out to you though, Eddie? And that's the New South Wales side for now, just for this period. But what I do want to say, and I'm looking down the camera for those of you on YouTube, is a big fucking shame on you to Queensland of fucking pick and stick fame. What a bunch of cowards.
You'll lose this year.
You let go of Ponga, you let him go. Oh, he hasn't played enough footy, even though he's just dominated the last 2 weeks, or at least played all right. I mean, he killed it for you last year, game 3.
Won you the
Won you the
series.
fucking series. You drop him. Where's Dane Gagai?
Nah.
Where's Dane? You mean
Shit.
Queensland legend Dane Gagai, who fucking grows an extra set of testes every time he pulls on the jersey? You let him go. Hey, what about bloody the glory hole? Glory hole's got there and done a job
Cody
for you.
Cape.
Cody Capes.
Apparently he's injured.
He's injured?
Apparently. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, he's carrying an injury, carrying a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Fuck it. You pick him anyway out of respect. You're a bunch of dogs. Who's on the bench? Or who are they-
Let's before we go on, Tom, let's just circle back and double down on that because the only reason Queensland's ever won jack shit, yeah, you had some stars. Yeah, you had some thoroughbreds. But it was the pick and stick mentality that saw you through. Loyalty won the day.
Yep.
Loyalty won the day. Men knew that if they made the side, they delivered, they could count on the fact that they get picked again and they'd turn up and do a job.
Yeah, my club side might not be playing well, but don't you worry. You pick me, coach. I'll be there and I'll do a job.
It instilled a culture of we pick job doers.
Yeah.
Blokes that'll do a job. Now, to look Kalen Ponga in the eyes and go, you know what, bruh? We know you won us the series last year. We know you've never played a bad game in Maroon, but fuck ya. You're out.
I heard Billy didn't even call him and tell him. Ponga found out when the news broke.
That's what I heard too. You got to listen. Cracks are starting to form, and listen. I don't know this for sure. I'm making a call from the comfort of my needs to be upholstered seat that Billy Slater getting high on his own supply.
Yeah, dude.
There, I said it.
Sorry, Billy's
touching himself too often.
He's losing touch with the common man.
100%.
Or woman.
All that success is going to his head.
Yeah. Now
he's selling horses for a fortune.
Yeah.
He's killing it as an analyst. He won his first series as coach
he's getting
last year.
salt and pepper in the hair, and he's fucking handsome and aging gracefully, ornamental
touching
to the
himself
game
too
stuff.
often.
Shout out to Bracey. Now, quote from Billy. There was no more influential player during last year's series than Kalen Ponga. We took everything into consideration, including that, and we've come to our decision. Last year's performance is not just throw it out and start again. It's considered, but it's not the be-all and end-all. So you've thrown it out then. What you've done with the jersey in the past has come into consideration.
Has come into consideration,
Except for Kalen, which it hasn't because we dropped him. And I had to make some tough calls. Gagai was the hardest phone call to make. Again, I don't believe he made the phone call.
Again.
Queenslanders, dogging their own. Listen, I love Billy Slater. I think he's great. But I think he's getting a little bit up his own arsehole here. Not calling the players, moving on from the pick and stick mentality of Queensland.
It's a dangerous path to start trotting down, Billy. And I think that you'll trod and you realise that you're sinking in mud, champ, because you've picked the wrong path here. That's my honest opinion. I think to not pick Kalen, who played well last week, my only thought could be, Tom, if I want to make a serious comment here.
Or what these are?
A particularly serious one.
Like a significantly serious.
An SS comment.
Yeah.
That's
hold on. Well,
wait, what?
Well, hold on. Are we sure you want to do this? Are we sure you want to do this?
A serious statement is that the head knocks must have come into it.
Maybe. He did get HI8 on the weekend.
He did.
But then he kept playing. So.
Well, he cleared it. But I just mean, if you're looking up at the balance of your side, Tom, the balance of your rugby league side, your
balance sheet.
Your balance sheet. You're carrying what? Let's go down. So you've got.
Well, let's say Ponga was playing at fullback. He gets injured. You know who goes to fullback? Probably Val Holmes. Or you know who else could do it? Hammer. Or you know who else could do it?
Munster.
Fucking Munster.
So
or go up. Or you know who else could do it? Selwyn Cobbo.
So they got the troops to do it.
They could do it.
So they are just dogs.
No, they're dogs. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens? Oh shit. Munster needs to go to fullback, does he? Okay, well we'll just put maybe Ben Hunt to 6.
Yeah, no, you're right. They're dogs. It's as simple as that.
They're dogs,
Absolute dogs. I can't believe it, to be honest.
Yeah.
And to drop Dane Gagai of tripod in Origin fame.
Yeah. Listen, I love to see it. I love to see a state imploding like this.
No, I like seeing it. Hammer can play rugby league.
Hammer's great, dude, but he's not fucking Dane Gagai at Origin level. And hey, good luck, Hammer, against Trell.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, good luck.
Okay, can I be honest? And I'm talking directly to Hammer and Val Holmes here. You are in for the biggest fucking night of your lives. You're going to get trampled.
Yeah.
It's going to be embarrassing. You're going to get pounded into the earth.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Val Holmes can stop Tommy Turbo?
Listen, this is going to sound
Or
dark.
Latrell?
It's going to sound morbid, but you know how Mufasa falls off that cliff into a fucking herd of wildebeest, tramples him and dies?
He dies.
I'm not saying you're going to die, but you're going to get trampled like wildebeest.
No. Metaphorically.
It's a metaphor.
Metaphorically, you will perish.
Yes. In the Origin arena.
Metaphorically, you'll perish. Val Holmes v. Latrell or Turbo? Yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, nah. I don't think so, champ.
Righto.
I don't think so.
Tom Flegler of couldn't even clean Payne Haas's boots fame.
Yeah,
Good luck, buddy.
Flegler up against Payne.
Yeah.
Flegler of living in Payne's shadow fame.
Yes. Big trouble. Hey,
Huge
Lindsay
trouble.
Collins of Monstars fame. You ever heard of Junior Bolo? Fucking
Junior would literally, he could, if he wanted to, he could just rip your sack off.
Yeah.
Just go, yoink, sack gone,
Sack
sackless. Long neck, no sack. Lindsay Collins. Just like that.
Yeah.
Tom Gilbert. Tom Gilbert.
Hey, Tom Gilbert, you look kind of like Flegler, dude. Get
Tom
your own
Gilbert
look.
up against Cam Murray.
Get your own look, Tom.
Tom Gilbert up against Cam Murray. Okay. Are we taking the piss now? Is this a joke?
Yeah, it's actually getting funny.
This is getting ridiculous. Fafita can play rugby league, but Liam Martin's from Forbes,
Yeah.
so look out, bro.
Well, Fafita can play rugby league.
Is it Forbes? Confirm that for me.
Fafita can play rugby league. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but again, David doesn't know if he's in or out. He might get drop gaps game. You know what I mean?
Well,
That didn't care for David.
that's what I mean.
This tomorrorow.
tomorrow.
Now, like the whole Queensland
Young,
side
near
just
young.
does not know whether they're going to get picked again because Queensland now don't pick and stick. Like he doesn't know if he's got one game to
Listen,
prove
they'll
himself.
drop Fafita next game.
He'll be
'cause
dropped.
They don't give a fuck.
Well, because Liam Martin's going to snap the cunt in half.
Yep.
Well, they might not even be facing up against each other, but
No,
that's
but
not the
it's
point.
not the
It's
point.
not the point.
Patrick Carrigan.
Look, he can play.
Yeah, he's all right, but he can't play the ball like Isaiah.
No, he can't. He's not a ball player.
No, he's
Nico
also
and
got
Harry
also got a top knot, and
It doesn't work. Top knots don't play in Origin.
You can't rock up. You can't rock up to Origin and play in a ponytail and expect to be taken seriously.
I don't know if anyone has.
Show me someone who's played in a ponytail in Origin, and I'll show you a man that got dropped next week.
There's no one. There is actually no one. I'm
There's
meant
no
to
one.
stand by that.
Harry Grant can play footy.
Jerome Luai?
Nah, different. Not
Cultural
really.
thing. It's cultural.
Yeah. Not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Us white boys can't play in fucking ponytails,
No,
Dave. and you
we
know it.
can't. We can't get away with
You
it.
know that. Come on, mate. Do I need to tell you that? Fair income. Now, Harry Grant can play rugby league. I'll give you that.
Aaron
Harry
Woods?
can play. What?
Aaron Woods has played Origin with a bit of hair.
Yeah, where is he
Nah,
now?
was it a ponytail though? I don't think you ever ponied it out. You can have long hair. Nico Hines got long hair. He could pony it, but
It's
he wouldn't.
the pony that we're talking about specifically. Now, Tino, he can play. Ruben can play. Jaira can play. Good bench. Good bench. But it's not going to mean anything because
No.
they're going to get onto the field and they're going to look around at their brothers getting absolutely humped into the earth, and they're going to be immediately reminded of the fact that their coach Billy Slater, high on his own supply, is happy to drop motherfuckers for no reason.
Can I just scroll down a bit more?
It's not good for
Oh,
camaraderie.
okay. I just
Christian
saw-
Welsh.
Christian
19th
Welsh
minute.
dropped.
I know. Dogs.
Christian Welsh, Queensland legend. Just fucking. And Billy Slater used to play with him.
I know.
Same team.
Yep.
They've won comps together.
It's disgraceful.
What the fuck?
Didn't
dude?
pick Xavier Coates either. Another Storm player.
Murray
Yeah.
Tuolangi's lucky to be on there.
Xavier.
Given
Murray's very lucky.
given Billy's newfound love of fucking cutting their own,
Yeah.
Murray Tuolangi has he scored a try in the last 10 weeks fame?
Of
He's
his side got
very lucky to be
fucked
in the side.
near to death, 66 to whatever. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had a legitimate cricket score put on them by the West Tigers.
Yeah, not any side.
Is the Cowboys last now? I think they
No,
are.
Nah,
Dragons.
Dragons.
Oh.
Dragons win and still go down. How
Yeah,
good's
well,
that?
so Tigers went ahead of Dragons by 3 points on points difference.
That's so
they've
good.
won
We'll come
that
back
game
to
by-
that. Come
Yeah,
back
we
to
will
that.
come back. Murray, very lucky to be in the side. Very, very lucky.
Yep. Yep. Anyway.
But I like that he's in the side.
Yeah.
Because he can bring a losing mentality to the camp.
Correct.
I'm happy they picked losers. Ruben Cotter, perfect fucking loser.
He's not a loser.
No, but you know what I'm
the
saying.
side's a loser.
No, but
and I love Ruben Cotter. But his side's getting fucking pumped.
I'm a huge fan of Ruben. You know what I meant, punters and dribblers. He's going to walk in reeking of losses.
Yes. Stench.
Stinking of it.
Any
There's only
Tigers?
so much Tom Ford cologne you can put on Ruben.
Yeah.
I can still smell desperation on you.
Now, is there any other Tiger apart from the great and powerful 3-time premiership winner Abby Coruscant selected in Origin? There isn't, is there?
No.
Yeah, but he's basically had the club on his back.
Oh, no, I'm not. What I mean is the guy's won 3 comps and he has a club on his back, so it's a different story as opposed to a team that has multiple just good players and you're all losing.
If we we'll just stop for 1 second. Tedesco better than Reece Walsh for obvious reasons. He's the captain of the state. He's the captain of the nation.
Yep. And also Reece Walsh, and this is no disrespect.
And he's also won 2 comps.
But when the Broncos get under the pump,
Where's he go?
well, he wigs. What Reece wigs?
He goes
you
missing.
put Queensland
So
under
in
pressure.
Cobbo, he's just a kid up against 2-time premiership winning Brian To'o and
Australian
king of the
winger.
PCM.
Yeah.
Valentine Holmes and Tom Trebojevic, need I say more? Hammer over Latrell, yeah, good luck, brah. Murray Tuolangi of very lucky to be in the side fame up against Addo Carr. Need I say more? Cameron Munster, Jerome Luai. Jerome Luai has won the last 2 comps. Cameron Munster has not. Nathan Cleary, best player in the world. Cherry Evans, I love you, but not in
listen,
Origin.
I'd say Cherry's probably the greatest half in the world, but Nathan has won the last 2 comps.
Not in Origin.
No.
Not at Origin time.
No.
Club alliances go out the fucking...
No, you're right.
Payne Haas over Tom Flegler.
Easy.
Tom's going to the Dolphins. Make of that what you will.
We literally just did this.
Happy Coruscant Bun Hunt. Did we?
Yeah.
But I'm just fully... We did.
We did it.
But I like doing it. Makes me feel
I
good.
was like, hold on a second. I think we maybe skipped a couple of players.
Yep.
But listen, we're gonna fuck them up. We're gonna fuck them up.
Adelaide, 10 days.
Adelaide, we'll be there.
Tom and I going, booked and ready to go. Ben Menenti, brah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Get the beers on ice, champ.
You just champed him, dude. He got us. I mean, let's not champ him.
Champ in a good way.
Yeah, nice champ. Positive champ.
You can positive champ.
No, you can. You absolutely can.
Just got to preface it.
All right, punters and dribblers. Bit of National Rugby League. We've done State of Origin. We're doing National Rugby League. And when we do that, it's our good friends at KO. Plenty of Rugby League missed over the weekend. Were you not a subscriber to the great platform?
5 games.
5 games. We've said it. You get it. You get it. Shout out to KO.
All Saturday. Cool.
All of Saturday just down the shitter.
Down the
shitter.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally flush a whole day
Down the shitter.
Saturday as well, which is such a good day for footy.
yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
You're dumb. Now, Thursday night, Panthers beat the Broncos. We did the stream with Kempy. That was a lot of fun. Kempy humped the fucking couch, showing us his play the balls.
Good to see him getting into a bit of humping work.
Yeah.
It was nice to see. I came out of that game with...
It was a good game.
It was a good game.
A lot of tries fucking...
You come out of it and you just go, Jesus Christ, the Panthers are good. Are we here again?
Yeah, we're here again.
We are here again,
We're
aren't
here
we?
again. Yeah, we're here again. We're here again.
We're here again.
Cleary hitting a field goal in the...
Reeks of another Rabbitohs... Well, either Rabbitohs or Panthers Manly grand final, I'd say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Look, I mean, the game specifically, it was good. I think it was just a high-quality game. And the Broncos, despite losing and being an Adam Reynolds down, they defended very well. They turned the Panthers away a fair bit. But I don't have much to say about the game that I didn't necessarily already say on the stream.
Listen, what I would say is that the Hello Sport Thursday night live streams, critically acclaimed, the world over, award-winning.
Yep.
If you're not tuning in every Thursday night, what are you fucking
What
doing?
are you doing?
What else could you possibly be doing on a Thursday
Unless
night?
you're going out. I get if you're going out, like, and you got something on.
But most of you aren't
Most
going
of you aren't. It's a Thursday night.
Most of you are at home, feet up, maybe a pizza, couple of beers,
That's what we do.
maybe a few techies.
Yeah.
Who knows? World's your oyster on Thursday night because all you do is got to get through Friday. And Friday's a joke. We all know that. So tune in.
Yeah, the
Good
week's
fun.
really 4.5 days.
It is.
You could say it's 4 days because the first half of a Monday you do nothing. Not us. We obviously straighten
No, not us. We get straight into it.
We get straight
we work pretty.
We actually we were like 8 days a week, technically.
We work grueling hours.
Yeah.
Grueling hours.
I loved and predicted.
Well, we both tipped the Dragons.
Yeah, but I predicted it that the Dragons, because if you remember on About Even, the number 1 betting show of all time, Sebo giving me shit being like, that's such a fucking like amateurish bet to pick the Dragons because they got a new coach. I'm like, no, it's not, dude. You don't get it.
So was your bet Dragons into Drew Hutchison?
That was the amateur bit.
Yeah.
Drew Hutchison amateur, although he got so close, dude. He got so close. I was just melting. Now, should I have gone Luke Keary, who was going to be the dominant half? Yeah, I probably should have in hindsight. But again, I'm an idiot.
2 tries. That try at the end to seal it was so great.
Was there any video of the Mad Dragon? Did he come anywhere? Like, surely that guy, he might even be dead after that sort of a win.
I just love that you and I are so tapped into rugby league football, Tom, that we know the Roosters. We've been saying the Roosters are going like a busted ass for months.
Yeah, much longer than anyone else. We broke the news on
We
the Roosters
broke the
being
news,
shit.
and we've tripled down on it. We were all over the Dragons last week, personally.
Yep.
And they get the Chockies, 24-22. The Roosters don't get rugby league, and the lack of desperation at the end, quite frankly, disgraceful.
Yeah, that final play, dude, that would have just crushed Roosters fans, which is great. You know what I mean? That's what you like. That's what rugby league's about. Crushing the soul of opposition fans. And tell you what, Moses Sully got some fucking toe. Did you see that? Did that try he scored? Mate, he took a kick. It was like they were defending their line. Roosters kick. Moses gets it, runs the length of the field, and not a single person gets within cooee of him. I will say another thing. I know, like, no one in the Roosters is playing well, and some people are out there talking shit about Suoliti like it's his fault because he's getting offered a dickload of money to go to the Wallabies. Like,
How are they related?
I'm not saying he's playing well either, but, like, no one's playing well.
No one's playing well.
Victor Radley should have been sent to the fucking... He should have been sent off.
Well, he got 3 weeks.
Yeah, but he was allowed to stay on the field, and I like
Mate,
Victor. He headbutted the fuck out of that guy.
I'm a huge fan of Victor the Inflictor. I really am. But he's starting to take the piss now.
That when I saw that headbutt, I'm like, come on, bro.
Like, is he eyeballing most weeks suspended? Is he
No,
going after the great Hopewadi?
Hopper got a 10-year suspension at one point.
Oh, so that can't be busted.
He'd have to do something pretty heinous.
But he's
looking at second.
He's having a real crack at it.
Yeah.
He misses what, 5-6 weeks a year?
He thought he was getting sent off for all money. When the camera's looking at him after he did it, he was looking at himself going, fuck.
You can't headbutt people in the modern game.
But, like, if you do a high tackle, that is what. Although if you're the Roosters fan, you're like, Jesus, come on, Victor, like, what the fuck? It's at least a mistake in the act of trying to, like, carry out your role as a player, which is like, I have to tackle people, and it went wrong. To headbutt a guy, like, headbutting's never okay. Headbutting is not a thing where it's like, he accidentally headbutted him. Like, he headbutted him.
Yeah, you don't.
And apparently he headbutted a guy when he's in the World Cup.
The accidental headbutt.
He headbutted an opposition player for talking shit about his coach over at the World Cup, I believe. Do your own research.
He's got a fire burner within him.
I tell you what, you'd be terrified to play against him.
Oh, it'd be awful. And thus the name Victor the Inflictor.
Which I hated when Vossi came up with it. Now I'm a fan.
I'm a huge fan of it. He's not in control of his emotions.
No, dude.
I think that's probably how you'd put it.
No. And he's got 3 weeks to think about that now. But it doesn't seem to matter. He was like the last time. He's like, no, I really got to get my shit together.
Nothing changes. He doesn't give a fuck.
Well, I don't think he doesn't give a fuck. I think he doesn't have control.
That's a better way of putting it, which is exactly what I said earlier.
Yeah.
He has no control. I'm sure he does care. He'd be very upset with himself.
Yes.
But he needs to get it under control.
Like, headbutting someone is a grubby ass.
Yeah, but he's a big part of their side, and he misses too many games.
Yeah, he does.
It's as simple as that.
And I bet he's getting paid good.
This isn't. I'm not anti-Victor here.
We like Victor.
I'm a huge fan.
We'd
of
actually
Victor.
like to have you on, Victor.
Love you, Victor. All I'm
Dave.
saying is, I think you'd probably agree. Missing too many weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Missing too many weeks, and the Chooks now on a very healthy losing streak.
Bok.
Need ya. And they don't have you. And that's all your fault.
But how the fuck does the bunker not get him? Like, because
he
wasn't even put on report.
Because the bunker's hopeless.
He wasn't even put on report for it.
The bunker's fucking
Was he?
hopeless.
I don't think he was put on report for it. Honestly, I don't think he was. They were just like, nah. They called it like an accident. I don't even know how they defined it, but it was so blatantly.
Yeah, he was.
He was? Okay. It was so blatantly a headbutt. Like, that's red card all day. If the Roosters won that game, that would have been
Oh, there would have been
an even bigger talking point.
It would have been hell to pay, man.
He's lucky, like no one. It's like it's come during Origin and he's not eligible, and it's like there's too much other shit to talk about that people are just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Like Victor headbutted a guy, but that'd be massive news in any other week when you're starved sometime of rugby league dribble and yarn.
Well, it would have been front page stuff, mate. But it's Origin, baby, and it's a different time. It's a different time of year. But shout out to the Roosters. We won't bash you too much. We won't bash you for the last couple of weeks.
No, you suck though. The Eels and the Rabbitohs, this is that one where it's like you need to prepare for at least one, maybe two upsets a week. This was the one that was staring us right in the face, and I hate myself for not picking it. But they were good. They looked good. They looked good. Rabbitohs looked flat as well.
You can't be up. Listen, you can't be up every week in the NRL. That's just not how it works.
No.
There's always losses. There's always losses around the corner. That's just footy, bruh.
Yeah.
It's the way it goes. You know, if I'm the Bunnies, I don't mind a couple of mid-season losses like this.
I don't give a fuck.
Dimitri probably welcomes them
Yeah.
because he goes, listen, you're not that crash hot, motherfuckers. Back to work.
Back to work. You're losing to the Eels. But yeah, it was just a...
Whatever, well done.
Would have fucked plenty of multis. Well done to the Eels. I don't really care.
Would have fucked a triple state fucking
would have fucked
-9.
Would have fucked a triple state -9. Don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't.
So in about even, obviously, I was big on the Knights this week.
Which is just so dumb. Every time you go bullish on a shit side.
Listen.
Tigers you're bullish on against the fucking Broncos.
Listen, I watched the game and it took probably 3 minutes, legitimately, of the first half to go, fuck, what have I done? What have I done? The Knights suck.
Dude, Knights...
Dude, they were, honestly, if you watch this game, they were fucking awful. Like, it should have been 50-6, really.
Yeah.
They were appalling, the Knights. Go up, please, for 1 sec, Dave. How many completion rate? 67%. That even seems generous after the game I watched.
Well,
they couldn't do
the Tigers were even
right.
worse. So the Sharks were 65.
They would give
And they
away
still put
penalties.
26
They
on them.
dropped the ball coming out of their own end. They were fucking awful.
Yep.
God, they were bad.
14 errors, 16 errors. But that's like,
Until
look at it. The Sharks were equally as bad, if not worse, in a lot of these stats, and they still beat them by 20
The game,
points.
like, it was really a cherry on top when Kalen got dog shit service on the fourth tackle. They're inside the 10 or the 20 of the Sharks, looking to attack the try line, and the ball's dog shit. Kalen gets up barking at him and then forgets to play the ball.
Yeah.
Actually, he didn't forget. He thought it was the fifth. And you just go, okay, this is...
That was bad from Kalen.
And then it brings the HIA stuff into it, but obviously
It does
people
bring-
are going,
it does.
Well,
It
because
does
people
that.
go, well, where's he at?
It does bring the HIA stuff in. Like, you can't ignore that. But Sharks -9.5 was the easiest bet of the week.
Yeah, it was a
That
good
was
bet. It was
so
a good
obvious. I think
Not to all.
Not to let everyone in on a little secret for my about even future, but I think I've found my tactics and how they work and how I'm changing my season, and it's just I'm just uncomplicating things. But we'll leave
Going
that.
hard when you're confident?
We're uncomplicating things. We're uncomplicating things. That's what it's about. It's about uncomplicated. Like Marie Kondo, like just clean your house. You know what I mean? Like just get everything neat and tidy. Get your affairs in order.
Because there's opportunities out there,
Yeah.
like a fox coming back.
Yeah.
Wants to play well, Origin around the corner.
Yeah. It's just time.
It's there.
Get your house in order.
But it's there.
Yeah.
If you've just got to know where to look.
Just open your eyes and get your affairs in order. Make your bed.
Make your bed.
As
That general said.
no, that guy. Fuck. What's
Wasn't
his
he a
name?
general?
Dave hates him. I'm sure Dave.
Oh,
Hates him.
Jordan Peterson?
Jordan Peterson. There you go.
You would hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely hate it. Yeah.
Hate's too much of a strong word.
You are
for
so
a
predictable.
clown
We're not
like
getting
that.
into it. You're predictable.
Yeah, predictable.
But listen, if you were on the Knights like I was, shame on you. And shame on me.
Yep.
Awful. 3 minutes. First 3 minutes ago, all right. Didn't even, like, I was...
You didn't need 3 minutes.
I
to
went and had a
know it.
bath. I knew. Went and had a bath.
Had a bath.
Yep.
Nice.
That's what you do when you're away.
Yeah, it's true. Baths are nice, dude.
I never have baths unless I'm
Neither do I.
away.
Yeah.
And then because I got a bath at home, I don't use it
Don't
ever.
use it.
It's like a shower bath.
Yeah.
I'd use it to have showers in, not to bath.
No.
But baths away,
Yep.
really good for the soul.
Let's move on there, Dave.
Royce Hunt Royce Hunt. I looked at Royce.
Royce is good, dude. Royce,
No bullshit. My bet was, do I go with Royce? Nah, fuck it. Knights will win. That was my thinking.
Smart. Saturday, we had the Tigers just fucking smash.
I know
the
we give the
Cowboys.
Tigers a lot of shit, but it's only because you've been shit. Know that.
11 tries.
I really fucking enjoyed watching them
Yeah.
hump the Cowboys and the Hill just going mad.
Shout out to friend of the show, James Harvey, Jerry Jarves of Cowboys fan fame. Suck a fucking dick.
And Luke Brooks' 200th.
Yep.
Were you at the game,
Yeah.
David?
Yeah, I was there.
Dave was there because Dave's misso goes to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Because they're not problematic.
Yes, we've been over that. I don't know. Maybe not. We've been over it.
We've been over things. I don't know. It's on air or off air. I can never.
What was the mood like?
Look, if I
Was it
wasn't
fun?
if I wasn't such a loving and empathetic partner, I would have been having an unreal time partying with the Tigers fans because
Bro, she picked a side in opposition to the Storm. You should have been fucking fuck you, sucked in.
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah, well, I had to be nice.
that was a bit of a
Storm were
cucking.
playing the next game, and I didn't want to get too hot in case we got smashed as well. But it was fucking sick to be there with all the Tigers fans. It was almost like one of those old TV shows you watch, like the fucking Burke's Backyard, where they turn up to a family who's like a bit down on their luck, and then they help them out. It's like you just see the genuine
Backyard
joy.
Blitz.
Backyard Blitz with
yeah,
Jamie
yeah.
Jury.
Yeah.
You
Not
see
Burke's
the-
Backyard of... You definitely don't like Burke's Backyard.
Yeah.
Backyard
yeah.
Blitz, 7 p.m.-ish, 6 p.m.-ish, Sunday night.
It was started the block, the precursor.
Yeah, it
block.
was. But I'm more of a Jamie man, really.
Well, listen, I think that's where we first were introduced to Scotty Cam.
He was on there because he was the builder.
He was like a builder.
Yes.
And then it was like, Jamie, sorry, dude, out of here.
Yeah.
We're going
Well,
with
Scotty
Cam.
showed promise. But I used to eat frozen pizzas. McCain, you've done it again. And watch Backyard Blitz Sunday night. Probably in a dressing gown straddling a oil heater.
Yeah. Really riding that thing.
Yeah.
Working it. Sorry, Dave, as you were saying.
Well, it was just the genuine joy in these people's faces who have been suffering for so long, just to see
Yeah.
them enjoy
A
themselves.
lot of
It
West
was
13 plus
heartwarming.
jerseys and punters and dribblers.
Finally
Yeah.
finally getting worn. Finally getting worn.
Well done, boys.
But they are, and again, obviously, they're 3 on the trot now, aren't they?
3 or maybe 2.
No.
3.
No, they lost last week to the Rabbitohs. It
Um,
was a brave loss, though.
But I think they won the
20-0.
2 before the Rabbitohs.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
2
yeah.
before. Beat Dragons, beat Panthers, almost fucking beat Manly.
yeah, so they're 3 from 4 of their last 4.
Listen, if you go through their games, they've only been humped once, I believe. Everything else
Twice,
has been
maybe. 20-0's a humping, and then 46-12's a humping. But generally speaking,
but if you watch the game, they weren't humped.
Yes.
against the Rabbitohs, it was like 6-0 for the longest time.
But so what I was going to say is they are, and I think you may have even just said it. I'm going to repeat you, but they're like, when they're playing really well, they're a very enjoyable side to watch. That Jareem Bullock's a footballer. He can play.
Bullock can
Junior
play, dude.
Tupou can play. Stefano Utuikamanu can play.
Starford Toa can play. Starford Toa's fucking lightning, bro.
Yeah.
He's a footballer.
Yeah.
That Bullers are fine too.
Yeah, he is.
Johnny Bateman scores a try getting into his work. Appy Coruscant, we've been over him all show. Absolute stud.
Yeah.
I like their team.
Well, listen, I mean, it's one game, but
there's pieces starting to fall into place. You're
Yes.
like, there are players in there that could play rugby league.
How about the genius after the game? They've just 66-18, and he was like the unhappiest coach of all time.
Salty.
He was like, the fucking referees, I don't care about the score, I'm going to do it. And I'm like, on one level, I get it, in that you're like, it doesn't matter if the referees are making bad calls, but like, dude, Appy was even looking at him like, come on, bro. Like, it kind of gave me a bit of an insight into like, this guy's, he sounded as old as he's ever sounded.
Yeah, but he is old.
He sounded like an angry granddad who's like fucking yelling at the TV.
Mate, you read the room a little bit, bro. Like, your West Tigers' biggest score ever, West for the club. Their biggest score since like the 70s, if you include the Magpies. Their biggest score since the 40s, if you include Balmain.
The Luke Brooks game 200, and it's like, how about Luke having a good game 200? He's like, yeah, and all those trolls on Twitter talking shit. And you're like, dude,
chill.
just be like, yeah, it was awesome. It was fucking great for Luke Brooks. What a great night. And I get that maybe he's been like 11 from 11 conversions. Good God.
They're all in front.
Like, I understand that maybe there's like pent up anger from all the shit they've been copying all year. But I'm like, is that the time to? Is the greatest moment of your season the time
Read the room.
to take a turn to negative town?
Read the room. You got a heaving Leichhardt. Everyone's foaming at the mouth. It's nice.
Great night for the club. This was awesome. Love it. You know, we really needed this. It's been a fucking tough season to date, but you know, things are coming together. This was a
things are coming together.
Well, we'll see.
No,
I'm not getting there yet. 3 from 4. They lost their first 7 games. So
when I say coming together, I mean you'll avoid the spoon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they will.
Raiders next.
They do have an easiest draw. They've had a lot of hard games.
Raiders,
they'll avoid the spoon.
Titans, Storm's a bit tough. They'll probably beat them though.
Listen. I tell you what. In terms of spoon territory, big concerns for the Dragons. Big concerns for the Cowboys.
Do we get 3 buys a year now?
Yeah, we do.
Fuck, that's a lot of buys.
2 of them are the Origin.
Yeah, I
ones,
know.
yeah.
I just don't.
You
want
need two at Origin time.
No, you do. I don't want Manly playing during Origin time with Tommy gone. And
When do we
DCE.
get? When do we get out? Do we get our bye this week?
No, we got the Knights this week, and then the week after we have the bye.
Fuck, they've got Ponga. You sack of shit, Billy Slater.
I don't like the bye after the Origin as much
Just
because the
quickly.
halves always play.
Yeah, we'll get to that bit, I guess, but we're playing the Knights this weekend. Who will they be without Frizzell?
No. Oh, no. Oh, we're playing this weekend.
Yeah.
They're without Frizzell. We're
That's it.
without,
They'll have Gagai and Ponga.
and we're without Turbo,
DCE.
DCA. That's it.
So what? Ruben to Fully.
2 huge outs.
Ruben to Fully. What? Who the fuck comes into our halfback? Cooper Johns.
Cooper
Or
and Josh
Jake
Schuster.
Arthur.
Josh was fucking good.
Did we buy Jake Arthur?
Yeah.
So it's official?
Or I don't know if it's been officially announced, but
Is it officially official?
Listen, if it is, I'd like to be the first to welcome our brand new
friend.
half to the club and Jake Arthur.
A
Fucking
terrific player.
Unappreciated at that shithole club, the Eels.
Well,
Yeah.
unappreciated by the fans as well.
Yeah.
Who couldn't spot talent if they were sitting on it.
Yeah. Which is why they let him go.
Are you?
Oh,
we're
you're looking
waiting
at
for
me?
you.
Oh, no, I was just going to say his request.
doing?
He's already requested a release. They're saying that he's going to sign the contract today and be at Manly training today.
Sick. Great. Terrific. Good.
Great.
Welcome to the club, son.
Good.
Welcome.
Good. Great. Terrific. A nice addition to
Do
a
we
great
follow
club.
on Instagram? That's how you know you're official at Manly is when we give you a follow.
Give him a
Jake.
follow. I'm going to piss.
Arthur. There he is. Bang. What do you got for us, David?
I've just seen NRL Physio on Instagram 9 minutes ago said Campbell Graham has been withdrawn from the New South Wales squad due to a sternum injury.
Well, he wasn't playing anyway, so
He was just there to soak up the atmosphere.
yeah.
Bit of a nod to you played well this season, bruh.
Yeah, well done.
But you're not quite good enough.
You're very close.
You're not close enough, champ.
Going hard on the champs
Now-
today, Eddie.
Yeah, I know. Storm beat the Dolphins. Obviously, Bellamy.
Whatever. Can I say this from a gambling perspective?
What?
I had Warbrick 6th minute. I had Isako 12th minute. I had Cameron Munster 16th minute. So the first 3 try scorers of the game. I then needed a hammer. I
I thought you were on for all, mate.
I had 65 minutes for the hammer to score and
30s?
$31. Now it's not about gambling. If you do it responsibly. But it was for me that game.
Yeah.
It was.
No, it's frustrating.
It was a frustrating one.
That's frustrating.
But you know what? I didn't watch the game. I was like, I saw the first 3 tries and I went, I'm not going to watch this. I just want to look back and see that it's hit, and it didn't hit.
Yeah. I also had a bad case of the false memories. I read that and I go, because I didn't watch the game, but I was checking the updates. And I go, Munster, bang, thank you, tick. Smith, tick, bang. But I had 7 and 4, not 6 and 3. So you're an idiot. So I'm an idiot.
It had nothing to do with anything. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was a genius.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
But I don't have much to report from this
Nah,
game
fuck
personally.
that. Other than the fact that Bellamy gets Wayne Bennett. Just
Yeah.
gets him.
No, he gets him, dude. Good luck. You get
Bellamy gets Wayne. Simple as that.
Oh, on the Cowboys, just quickly.
Yeah.
I was talking shit in the DMs with,
Did you get hit?
well, kind of, with Cowboys player, former South player, former Manly player, former Dragons player. Jakajewski. And he was like, he must have replied to something that we had done about Manly just last night. And I think it was us in our 13-plus jumpers. And he was like, oh, yeah. And then I send a photo back to him of Will Smith from Men in Black with the fucking memory eraser. And I go, you could have used this. I bet you boys could use this today because they got so fucking pumped. And he's like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, dude. Even my references are getting old. Like, Jesus Christ.
He doesn't know what that is.
He's like, dude, I haven't seen it. I'm like, dude.
How old is Jakajewski?
He's 28.
Bro, he should know
I've
better.
seen like all the Men in Black.
He's like, I'm not a movie guy. I'm
well,
like,
that's on Jack. That's not you. That's not a you thing.
look, that
28's 20. Like if he was 21, 20, sure. He's 28.
it fucking rattled me, dude.
He's 28.
I go, Jesus Christ, you've rattled me. I'm like, if I can't make a bloody Men in Black reference anymore,
He's 28. He should know.
what hope do I have?
So Jack, when was he born for him to be
He was born in 1994.
1994?
Oh, fuck off, dude. You should have seen Men in Black.
Men in Black came out in
97.
Yeah, like mate, you see it in 2000. You're 6,
Maybe.
No, listen.
There was a couple of Men in Black, so they made like 4 of them, didn't they?
No. You should have seen it. You should have seen it. I'm 3
It
years.
rattled me, dude.
I'm only 3 years older than him, and I've seen it 50 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it heaps of times, and I'm 3
So that's
years
not
younger
good enough.
than
That's not good enough. By
Okay,
Jack.
that makes me feel better
all
because
good
that
enough.
rattled me.
Bulldogs beat the Titans. There was something in the air with the Dogs.
Yeah.
There was something in the air.
Daddy
Brave
got
win.
Fafita first try.
Reed Marnie, yeah, good bet. 15s?
Yes.
Great bet. Good to see Reed Marnie just frothing, just pumped.
How about that bloody boots that Fa'asumala Awi did on Reed Marnie, elbowed him in the goddamn head, and it's like, no, that's okay.
I know.
That's fine.
Well, he got charged with the grade 1, so I
Yeah.
think he's going to be fine.
But if that was the reverse and you elbow someone in their head and you're
Correct.
an attacking, if you're a defensive player, you get fucked into the ground.
Correct.
I don't understand it.
Correct.
And like, whatever, he's playing Origin, and I don't like seeing players get suspended for Origin, but like, dude, that's a hectic thing to happen.
No, it was a good win for the Doggies.
Did you see that young 6
Cole
Oluwapu, sorry.
I think so. That could be wrong.
18 years old, absolutely iron out Poppy Foreign. Snapped him in half.
It was a good shot.
Dude, Poppy Foreign got fucking whacked.
It's a great shot.
But it was kind of nice to see next gen snap old gen.
Yeah, but old Jen can take it.
Old gen can take
know?
it, but
So
it's nice when it's like it's like the natural world. Like it just keeps coming. You know, at some point a new silverback comes along and bashes the OG.
That's right. That's how it goes.
There was something that
It's the circle of life, punters and dribblers.
people were talking about this game. I didn't watch it, but so
Good game.
Titans only used 7 of their 8 interchanges, and I think there was something at the end where like Fafita was off and they didn't bring him back on for the last 5 minutes, or they took him off or something like that.
Listen,
Like,
if it
people-
wasn't the Gold Coast in terms of like a place and a club that no one really cares about, Holbrook would have lost his job a long time ago, I think. I'm not calling for him to lose his job, but in like those clubs where there's high pressure scrutiny.
Completely agree. Particularly, they've made some nice signings over the years.
Yeah.
And they've not performed.
Foreign, Campbell, Fafita, like they've got some good
Tino.
players in Tino. They've got good players in their side.
Fodawaker, Origin player.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isaac Liu, he was good when he was playing for the Roosters.
Anyway,
But the bloody
so Khan Pereira, why didn't he play?
dropped, I think.
Dropped?
I think he's having a week off to handle like fatigue and stuff. I read yesterday.
To handle fatigue.
Dave, you might be able to check that, but I'm pretty sure I read that on the NRL website.
That's interesting.
Why would you drop him? He's been good.
Well, he's been great. Oh, you know what? They did get pumped though last week, didn't they?
No? Oh, yes,
they
they
lost
did.
to the Knights by
Yeah.
like
They
20.
did.
They lost to the Knights, so it might have
But
been
he did score.
46-26. He scored, but like he scored in the last minute, remember, to get you guys over the line.
But was he letting tries in? Is he a defensive
Well,
liability?
46
I only ever
points.
look at him as like
An attacking weapon.
because I'm usually on him.
Well, you can't. Can
From
you
a
even
try
bet
perspective.
on tackles? You can't, can you? Player prop
No,
markets.
not anymore.
Devo.
Because there was some suspicious betting patterns.
Yes, there was.
Anyway, let's get to the game of the round.
But no, I just want to say that last minute try for the Dogs from Ockenbaugh.
Ockenbaugh,
nice.
mate, strolled through.
I like Ockenbaugh moving into the forwards.
He moves well, Ockenbaugh.
Yeah, he does. Well, he used to be a winger.
He moves very well.
That was all. Just wanted to just give Ockenbaugh his flowers.
Yeah, I think so. It was nice. It was a good win for the Dogs. It was some nice, wholesome wins on the weekend.
Yeah.
None
Good
more
luck tipping though. If you could tip a perfect round.
Mate, people went 0-8.
Yeah.
But
the less you get right, the more you understand rugby league.
yeah, but if you get rugby league, you would have at least tipped the Seagulls. So
Of
you'd
course,
at least get one from 8.
yeah, you get one.
Now, the start of the game, again, I watched this in the bath, punters and dribblers. I had a real bath weekend. And
You look clean.
Look how clean I am.
You look clean.
Fuck it, I've never been this clean. I was fucking ropeable with the start of this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely ropeable. Nothing going right.
When Schuster, and listen, he had a great game after this moment, but when
Yes,
he
but I
let
know
in
too.
Whitehead,
Yeah.
I was fuming. I was like, it was soft.
Yeah,
I was like, oh no, dude, are we? And Tommy
yeah.
dropped a ball.
Yeah, no. So that after Tommy dropped it, I go, oh, fuck's sake, here
Yeah.
we go. But the sun was in his eyes, pelting into him.
The sun was in his eyes. We blame the sun.
Well, the sun can take W's when it wants. We've been over this, except for blockout blinds.
Which could have come in handy for Manly.
Well, if Tommy had a set of blockouts, he would have been right as rain. He didn't. Don't know if you can play with blockouts. Not the point. Point is, I was furious in the bath. I was clean, but I was furious.
Were you like splashing around?
Yeah, I was splashing. There's water all over the place.
Yeah.
I was having a beer, splashing.
Was Ella in there as well? Surely you don't let her in the bath for the Manly game.
No, there's not enough room.
No.
Not enough room. It wasn't a giant spa bath. It was just a bath.
Yeah.
A good bath.
Unless you're
long.
getting freaky.
It was long enough. We weren't getting freaky. Man was playing.
Yeah, no.
So there's no freaky time.
Although you might have felt like it after about the 22nd minute.
Well, you almost turn it off and get down to business. But, you know, I'm made of the right stuff and I support the club and I support the team through the full 80 punters and dribblers. Yep. And that's what I did. And then when Tommy gets out the back of shape from Josh Schuster, Bulls, get me the fucking seed. Oi, Ruben, stay right there, would you, champ? Let me take 10 blokes over the try line. I knew we were on.
Yeah.
I'm like, Tommy's on now, bro.
Here we go.
Josh Schuster played great rugby league football yesterday.
Dude,
he really did.
3 try assists, I think, and like a couple of line break assists. He scored a try himself. He does look like
Dude,
he shed
his ball to Brad Parker was...
Yeah, that was hot. That
Loved
was real suck-it stuff.
Fuck, it was good. That was... Oh, yes.
That's what Stafford Toe was doing after
Fuck
fucking...
it.
No, cross your arms, dude. Cross your arms. Legs out. That's what that ball was.
And it was a beautiful line run by Brad Parker.
It was.
Glorious rugby league line. That little... Just off the hip. I tell you what. When Schuster's on... Manly's on.
Dude, it's what he unlocks that left side. He gives Tommy more time. He is like, even when he was going through all this shit, right? And like rightfully so, everyone, including us, was like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? There were people talking about him going to the Tigers. I'm like, and I think we even said it on Blogging the Bar. I'm like, no, I don't want him to go to the Tigers. Like, I don't think he's on a shitload of money, yes, but I'm not like, get rid of him.
Why'd you give up on him?
We don't have a player like him in our side with those skills.
Mate, well, they don't exist in you can't just go at the back and get fucking elite halves off a tree.
No.
Been over this. They're not out there. You don't fuck him off.
His ability to play the ball is fantastic. He just needs someone. You almost need like a dog collar on him or something to shock him if he's getting a little bit naughty, just while he learns discipline.
Shot collar.
Don't eat that. Train. You know what I mean? Run harder.
Make your tackles.
Yeah, make your tackles.
But he's such a threat. I can't remember who commented the game yesterday on K, but like he's such a threat because he's so silky with his hands, but he's also huge.
Yes.
So if he takes the ball to the line, you got to commit.
Yes.
Because otherwise he'll fucking run over the top.
He'll run over the top of you.
Which just unlocks Tommy out the back of shape, punters and dribblers, and obviously then he's got Tommy out the back, he's got Ruben cut out, or he's got a short ball off the hip to B Parks. Threats.
Or even Benny Trebojevic, who, did he get injured again? Did he fuck his hamstring?
He hamstring. Yep.
Fuck, he was not long back.
Hemi.
Trebojevic's, dude.
Hemi. Well, that body shape doesn't bode well for the Hemi because Jake's obviously a bit tight, a bit more compact.
But what, just being a tall, rangy fucker?
Well, because Jake hasn't had hamstring issues.
No. But I mean...
Benny's got a bit of the Tommy
Oh, he's got more
side,
Tommy.
like,
Yeah, he's more Tommy than than Jake.
Yes.
But is that like there are plenty of people in rugby league who are that size?
I'm pointing out what I'm saying. I'm seeing another Trebojevic go down with
lot of
hamstring issues.
hundo meter in the back line here. In fact, all minus Brady Parks. 245 for Tommy, 144 for Saab, 115 for Cooler, 168 for Rubes.
They went left a lot yesterday.
Fucking Taniela, Mount Paseka, 229.
They went left yesterday a lot.
20 runs. Kepi a hundo.
See,
Bullymore, dude. Not even starting. He's 184 metres.
dude.
112 for Fine.
The bull was huge yesterday.
Dude, he's such a good pickup. I fucking love the
He was huge yesterday. Paseka with 229 demonstrates everything you need to know about how important he is for our side.
But he needs to do that every week. That's
he needs to do it every week, and he needs to be on the field every week.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But the bull, dude, the bull's really coming into his own.
Seeing Tommy just unload again was so nice. It was
Dude,
so nice.
How big was the load as well?
It was such a big load, dude.
That was a big load.
It was like a tantric load.
Cool, because if you think about it, he hasn't released a load of substance for
Probably
over a year.
Yeah.
Or about a year, maybe.
I'd say early last year, maybe. Although he did do it,
Well, when did he get injured last year?
pretty early.
Pretty early. Mate, you could argue it's been a 2-year load or 18-month load. So it was big.
It was a big load.
It was huge. Tommy, I mean, listen, if you're looking back on it, Tommy's last game to impress Freddy, does that reek of a hat trick? Maybe it does.
And you know what? I was bloody wearing his necklace as well. I think I got a part to do with that. Like I was channeling him.
You got your 10 into 10,000 at least, but FTS was probably a little bit bold.
255 ATS.
I know.
That's juicy juice.
Yeah.
Dude,
They'll take $1 off that. Yeah, I think I got 250. Got a good price. Anyway, Manly's back. 42-14. We're into the top 8. Fuck the lot of ya.
I don't think you are.
No, we are. We're 8th.
I think you're 9th if you look at the.
I looked at it last night.
We went to 8th yesterday.
Because Warriors buy points probably hadn't been added
That's annoying.
Fuck.
Storm equal
they hadn't
first.
been annoyed.
Storm
They hadn't
equal
been
first.
added.
They hadn't been added. That's scarred.
That's all right, dude. Fuck it. We are 1 win.
Well, hang on.
We're 1 win outside of 5th.
Yep.
6th.
6. That's all right. We're sniffing around. We'll pump the Knights on the weekend, so we'll be sweet.
Yeah, we're all good. We're
All right.
good.
Thanks, KO.
Yep.
We love ya.
Big shout outs to KO. Do we talk about Flanagan? I know we did, but sorry, not Flanagan. Fucking Arthur.
Yeah, briefly. You were just
Briefly.
Like, welcome to the club.
Because, like, we followed him on Instagram, and I mean this with the greatest respect, but, like, for those of you asking about our thoughts, better than Flanagan. Better than fucking Luke Brooks. Jake Arthur. Like, I don't, he's a better player than, like, in my mind. Like, he doesn't seem like a bad player. I don't know. But he's not like a, what the fuck are we doing signing? You know what I mean? Like, if you're looking at someone who needs an opportunity, is not going to get one at the Eels because he is behind Mitchell Moses. How old is he?
He's 20. Turning 21 this year.
Young half, coming from a good side, can learn under DCE.
Do we have we got that though in Cooper Johns? Like already? Do you know what I mean? Like how many halves do we need?
Well, I guess what you may
Or are they
deduce from this signing,
is this a next year?
or is could be a right now, but like maybe you deduce from that they're not happy with Cooper's performances. Potentially,
you could potentially deduce.
You could
that.
deduce that potentially.
We're not deducing that.
I'm not deducing shit.
We're pointing out what one could.
One could deduce.
That's right.
And if he's training with the squad today,
one could deduce
that he may have a Seagulls number 7 on his back Sunday.
One could deduce that. Loving the Sunday games, by the way.
So am I.
Really loving them. One could deduce that.
You could.
If he's training today.
He might not. They might not throw him straight into it, but you might.
One could deduce that.
You might. I welcome him, jury out, but he's 20. You know what I mean?
Jury is at recess.
Yeah. I don't mind a young 20-year-old coming and plying his trade. We see how he goes.
Yeah, see how he goes.
And you know what? No longer the pressure of his fucking dad
and
there.
you know what? Manly will show him a bit more respect
Yeah.
than the fucking Eels show their own players.
Yeah, Eels fans are fucking disgraceful.
Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Took him to a grand final.
Huh?
You took him to a grand final.
Did he play in the grand final?
Yeah.
I think
When
he's
he
got a
took him-
try as well.
He's got a try in the grand
Yeah,
final.
so he did all he could.
He did all he could. You know what? I'm happy with that. It's a good experienced little player.
100%.
I turned my eyes, Eddie, to cricket.
To one, what? Blake as tall as Redwood?
A man as tall as they come. He's
2 metres plus.
2 meters plus.
Hot.
His last name is Green.
He's hot.
His middle name, I found out recently, Edward Donald.
Is it really?
Cameron Donald Green.
Donald.
Now, that obviously synonymous with cricket in this great nation. In fact, cricket the world over, it's Donald Bradman. He, after getting signed on a $3.2 million IPL contract for the...
Per year?
Yeah, fucking 8 weeks. For the... Who's he play for, Cam?
The Mumbai Indians.
Mumbai Indians. Smacks a hundo of 46 seeds
Wins them the game.
to guide his side to the
Chasing
victory.
220.
8 6s, 8 4s.
Have we got any highlights?
I can get some.
Chasing 220, I believe.
Like,
12 balls to spare.
yeah.
Beast.
But like, oh, I'm sorry. He's probably going to get paid even more next year.
Maiden Tonne. Oh, I think they get him for a couple of years. They don't pay him.
Oh,
not
so
per
it's like
season.
this is what you get per season per year.
Yeah, probably a 3-year deal, maybe. I'd say.
Per season.
They don't
3
go
years.
back into the lottery every year, no.
Okay.
Because you want to build a side.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Fair call. But talk about delivering. He's just something.
He
just
is something.
dude.
Oh, he looked the fuck out. World cricket.
But is he a 3-format specialist? They're like, they're dead. That's going to die with Dave Warner.
I'll be playing 3 formats.
He's a one-day. He plays a one-day player.
Well, he just scored fucking 100 of 46 seeds.
Well, that's T20.
Yeah, but why couldn't he play one
Well,
day?
no, of course.
And why couldn't he play Test
Well, he
cricket?
plays Test cricket.
Exactly.
But I think the schedule-wise, I think now when he's young, that's when you want to be an all-format player, right? Make big
When
old
you get
bags.
older, you can chill the fuck out. As long as you're available for Test cricket, which obviously he will be because he loves the nation, do whatever you want.
Yeah. Don't get injured. Just do what you want.
As long as you're there in World Cup years, I don't really give a shit what you do.
He'd have to be playing fucking... Did he get left out of our T20 World Cup
I
side?
can't remember.
I'm
I
gl-
think
and
he did.
I'd be shocked if you did remember, to be honest, because, I mean, in terms of, like, things
We
that
didn't
I'm
win.
gonna
I know
commit to
that.
memory...
I think he might have been left
I
out.
think he was left out. Smith was left out. Smudge. Maybe that was it.
Maybe it was.
Our players seem to be getting fucking pumped. In
But
the
good
camp.
on him. I love that Baggy's on huge money, would have been under pressure, goes in and just dominates. Good for the soul. Not working, Dave.
No, hang
That's
on.
all right. We'll come back to it potentially.
Well, I would like to see it. I don't have much else to talk about. Do you?
I'll have to
Oh, well, actually, I want to hear about your runs.
Oh, that one, please, that one, yes. Even you'd have got that, KP. Even Harsh would have hit that. Thank you.
Green.
Huge crowds.
108 needed to win.
Bang.
He was on 44 of 19.
108 of 68 seeds, punters and dribblers.
50 for Cam Green of just 20 balls.
50 off 20 balls. Look at him, dude. Dude, this would be so good going
Good.
over there and just dominating in India. Like,
Looks like a fun place to watch cricket.
No, I think that's gone before.
Look at that crowd.
oh,
Oh, he's timed that, has he, or not? No,
That's
it's good enough.
sweet. That is sweetly timed.
Good enough. Good enough. Without long off the long
Get
off.
Rowett off and get my boy fucking Green on. That's a nice shot too.
Away over extra cover. And I think it's gone all the way.
pitches hold up differently in T20, don't
The
they?
fact that it's 50 for Rohit Sharma.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Boosh.
Yum. That's yum, dude.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I've got Cam in my tummy.
Dude, look at that. He
He
hits
just
it so
slogs
hard.
him, bro. Nah. That's
Oh,
a great
catch.
Great catch. No idea the fuck that was.
73 off 33. Baggy Green's on right now. while we're watching this, how about the fucking Lakers getting the shit kicked out of them?
They've missed a couple of opportunities, but it's 3-0. Getting pounded.
Celtics are down 2-0 as well.
Yeah. I didn't realise that the Nugs had never even been to a fucking finals.
Have they not? I didn't know that either.
Cam Green also bowled 1 over for 2 runs in this game. So
He's a beast.
Look at that shot, just down the ground.
Oh, Cam. Yeah, bruh. 88
29 to win. Like, look at this. 29 off 26 balls. Damn, he really chased the shit down.
What's the quickest 100 ever?
I think
like
Chris
30s.
Gale, something ridiculous.
Wow, dude. So, this is a big dick run chase. Clutch. Oh, wow. That's like a shot I'd play in thick ropes. For those of you who can't see it, which probably all of you, it's an awful shot. That one as well.
Yeah, Chris Gale in the IPL, 100 off 30 balls.
30?
Yeah. That is such a nice shot.
He also, that same innings, he scored 175 off 66.
Here we go. Single for Sky. And there's non-striker then. Oh, he got the throw.
99 off 45. 2 runs to win. 1 run to win. He's on 99. Hectic. How's he get 108?
He didn't get 100.
I think he got 108.
Oh.
Don't run the by. No, they put their hands up. He nearly went too. What's he doing? Trying to dink it. Oh, the field's up, man. Smash it. You've been smashing it all day. Ryan Cameron Green.
Yeah, look at him. What a badass.
What a beast.
He will remember his first T20 100. It's come up only 47 balls. And he
Beast.
Look at him, dude. That's so sick. Sachin's his coach?
by 8 wickets.
That's badass.
Could well be a
Sachin likes what he sees.
for Cameron Green.
Sachin likes what he sees.
Badass. All right, that's cricket. Edward, you were down in Melbourne.
Yeah, bro.
You were running.
Yep.
We had a couple of runners in the Hello Sport world on the weekend. We obviously
Yeah,
had-
listen, we're just runners now, punters
Yeah.
and dribblers. Obviously, Tom and I have run the marathon. Obviously, the City Marathon's coming up, and
Yeah, our club, our Goers Run Club is fucking going.
well, it's starting to heat up.
It's really starting to heat up.
It's a beautiful time of year to get into your running.
We've got a Strava club with like 400 people in there, but the run club of people who are actually running in the marathon, we're pushing $150.
Oh, it's a big number of motherfuckers prepared to get out there and rip in.
Now, you can join us. You can join the Goers Run Club if you go to sydneymarathon.com and you sign up to goersrunclub.com. The promo code DRIBBLER is going to get you 20% off the sign up.
That's right.
And then a lot of other things in and around that. There's going to be merch that is associated with it. After the race, we all get up to the Ivy, $5,000 bar tab. Whoops.
Looking at more.
Yeah, probably going to be more, but at least that. Where we rip and tear after the race. We're going to be down there before the race, obviously, to give you a bit of a rev up, give you to buoy you.
That's right. Be there at the finish line to give you a hug. Like
Yeah.
all those niceties. Obviously, we've got training programs
Yeah.
available to you. We're going to have merch that'll be available to you.
There's a run we're going to be doing.
You got to run the marathon though.
You got to be signed up.
Unfortunately, if you want to do the 10K, that's cute, but it's not going to cut it.
It's not going to cut it. If you want to do the half marathon like Tobler did on the weekend, cute.
Not going to cut it.
Respect it, but we're marathon men and women here.
This is about the big leagues. This is about the pros. This is about going big time. This is about becoming a marathon
Listen,
man.
no
or
one's
woman.
going to care, and I say this with full respect to our producer there, who I've got a lot of love for. But like, if it comes up at a dinner party that you ran a half marathon, no one's going to care.
No
And
one gives
to be
a
honest,
shit.
No one will even quieten down to hear your story. It'll just like roll on. Like,
No,
you know.
listen, you'll get cut off.
Yeah, you will.
Because no one, you know why you get cut off? Because you only ran half.
Now, because we are talking Tobler here, it's not to talk shit about the efforts he had on the weekend. He is pushing towards marathon
No,
glory.
we're not talking about Tobler. We're talking about if you just pack it up at a half. You just
if you're
pack
just
her
doing
up at
a
a
half,
half.
Sydney, look, it's fine, but you're not going to be a part of it. Unfortunately, that's just the rules. That's the way it is.
It's the rules.
Now,
That's all it is.
We'll get to Tobler in just 1 second. Eddie, reminder, Dribbler, Hello Sport, Marathon, SydneyMarathon.com, promo code Dribbler, 20% off. Go join.
Go join. Come join us.
Come join us.
And we will be hosting a run in Centennial Park at a date to be confirmed for those that have already joined.
Yes.
And if you want to get a running program, the one that Tom and I use, got us to glory, email turbo@hellosport.com.au.
Now, why were you in Melbourne on the weekend?
I was in Melbourne on the weekend to originally support my brother, who is a runner, who ran with me last year, who some could say did a bit of the Josh Ellis Flint, helped me over the line. Didn't help me, but supported me over the line, as opposed to stretch me out and shit.
Well,
But he's become a runner of some note. He did the 60K ultra marathon on the weekend, Great Ocean Road. I'm going to start here. Shout out to the Great Ocean Road.
It's a good
I
name.
now get it.
Right. Is it good? Is it great?
It's great. I get it now. I get why it's called the Great Ocean Road. It's one of the great fucking roads in the nation, if not the greatest. It's a hell of a road.
Is it the greatest ocean road?
It'd
in the
have to
nation?
be. It is so picturesque, Tom. I'd never been down to that part of the world like Torquay Lawn, Apollo Bay, et al. Fucking glorious part of the world. I know it's in Victoria, so it loses points for that, but besides all that,
If you just would pretend you weren't in Victoria.
if it was in New South Wales, it'd be the greatest road in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's how good it is.
Okay.
Beautiful part of the world. Got down there, ripped in, a few beers, blah, blah, blah. But my brother, he ran 60K ultra marathon. He did like 5 minute 30 splits. Guys off his head. But
like, is
with
that
2 hills, bro.
Yeah,
Two
are you
massive
also
hills.
running on like trails and shit?
For the 2 hills. So it was road. So the difference between the marathon, which is basically from Lawn to Apollo Bay, it's 44K marathon, slightly longer than the one you and I did, but only slightly. The difference between that and the ultra marathon is they kick you up fucking, what are they called? Fire trails for an extra 20Ks.
Right.
Uphill.
Okay.
Off his head. I go, how the hills? He's like, mate, almost killed me.
Well, but like you're still knocking out 5:30 splits, you psycho.
But that's what I'm saying. He was doing before, but that was what put it up. He was doing 4:55s otherwise. He did the first 20Ks in like an hour and 40 minutes. Just real sicko stuff.
How was he afterwards?
He said he was rooted.
Yeah.
I didn't see him because they closed the road and we couldn't get there. We would have
You're
been
gonna
sitting
wait
around
like 6 hours.
Exactly
yeah.
right.
So what were you
But
doing?
so he did real well, and we went down to support him. And in doing so, we're like, fuck, we'll do the trail run as well for 12Ks. First trail run I've done. Interesting.
How'd you
Very
find
interesting. Good. Muddy as fuck.
Unsure footing.
Very unsure. I slipped over 3 times. I was in hysterics behind it. Like loving every second of it. Absolutely almost dying with laughter.
You slipped over 3 times.
Tripped and slipped.
Fuck.
Real, because it was a bit of rain around, so
Did
it was
you need
muddy
to
as
have
fuck.
like? I mean, obviously you and I like our gear.
Could I have used trail shoes? Yeah, I
Okay.
could have.
Oh, so you probably get some of those.
People were in trail shoes. I was just in the Nikes, slipping and sliding all over the show. But it was fucking good fun. A couple of things I took away from it, like there was a lot of people running in it, right? And we were sort of mid-packing, just chilling. But mid-pack, once you get off the road into single file trail run territory, it bottlenecked. So there was a bit of walking at the start, which I didn't like.
No, that'd be annoying.
That annoyed me because I was getting into a tempo, and to stop and walk for people annoyed me. I didn't like that.
That's bullshit. What did you finish and what were your splits? What were your times?
We finished mid-pack.
What was
Took
your
me
split?
an hour and 20. Splits were like six minutes, something. Some big fucking motherfucking hills.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The first hill was huge and it never ended. Broke her spirit. We had to stop to walk. Sorry, we did.
Did you ever think of leaving her behind?
She told me to, and I was like,
That's a trick.
this
That's
is
a
a
test.
trick.
It's a
I'm
test.
now in trick territory.
Yeah, you're in test.
Because we came down, it was going to be a bit of fun, but once you start that competitive dog in you, just you want to.
I want to keep going.
You don't want to walk, and and all of a sudden you're walking with your wife, who you love, but you are walking with your wife, and you're thinking to yourself, should I be out here running? Should I be pushing myself to the limit? She gives you that. You can run off if you want, and you know deep down that because you came down to run it together and it's not that serious a thing, and it's just like a bit of a cute 12K trail run that maybe you should just stay with your wife.
If you left her, it would have been you could have been fucked. You could have been.
I don't know what would have happened.
You could have been running away into a much bigger problem.
I think I would have been running into a Barney.
Yeah.
That's what I think might have happened. But credit to her.
No, credit to you.
Credit to me, obviously, first and foremost, because I am made of the right stuff.
Yeah.
And
You saw
after 13 years, you see the writing on the wall.
You saw it. Credit
You're
to
able to read between the lines. After we get up that hill, and then a huge hill that you had to like claw basically on your hands and knees up. After that, she ripped in. She was after the hill. She was quick sticks. So it ended up being good, but a very picturesque run. Fucking loved it. Trail running
Did you get a medal?
vibe. Yep.
Didn't feel like wearing it in.
Well, it was in my bag, and then as soon as I hopped out of the cab, I'm like, forgot it.
And you realised you got a marathon medal in here.
Listen, when you've won gold, do you put bronze on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Do you know what I mean? Do you
Speaking
know
of
what I mean?
bronze,
Speaking of bronze, but shout out to the Great Ocean Road,
Yeah.
fucking great road, and shout out to me for running my first trail run.
well done. Well done to you.
12 Ks though, piece of piss.
Piece of piss.
Piece of
Sunday
piss.
Arvo stroll sort of stuff. Speaking of bronze medals, Tobler, Tommy Tobbs, our boy, he fucking ran the half marathon. He did it.
But I will say this. For a kid that couldn't run 500 metres, to go and punch out 21, I'm a proud dad.
I'm a proud dad too.
I'm a proud
We talk
dad.
shit
Thanks,
here.
Dad.
We hang shit on our son, but we're very proud.
Yeah.
How are you? How did you find it? How did you feel?
It's pretty, like, I don't look back on it favourably. I think just mainly because of the last 2 kilometres.
So
like-
the last 2 kilometres were pure hell.
Absolute fucking hell. Like, I was lulled into this false sense of comfortability, I think. Like, it was like, running into the 20th K, and, like, my parents were there, Jenny was there, my cousins and stuff, because I was running with my uncle. Saw them, and I was like, sweet, 2 Ks to go. Like, this will be easy.
Yeah.
And then got to, like, this little track at the Botanical Gardens, and I just hit a fucking brick wall. And I slowed down. My running slowed down to the point, essentially, of a walk. I was like, I could power walk quicker than this. So I took a bit of a break in the 20th kilometre and then gassed it back up to get over the finish line.
We're looking at the splits did blow out, 8:31s.
Yeah.
Where am I looking? I can't even
massively.
see.
Speed pace on the second
Oh,
last column.
yeah.
So he starts around 6:55, not a bad. That's good. 7s, 7:30s, 8:30s. So you were dying late.
100%. I don't think I would have finished if my uncle
How did you
wasn't
find
there.
the first 20 Ks?
Not too bad. I felt
Or
pretty
first 18-ish?
It was a bit of a roller coaster. Like,
You said you were like going through some mental. You were trying to like you went to some dark places in your mind.
I went to some really dark
Could you
places.
expand on
Yeah,
that?
please do.
Okay, I'm going to get pretty vulnerable here, but like, I'll tell.
Well, get as vulnerable as you want. You don't get like if you don't want to get.
Oh no,
do as-
it was just like it was probably like the 16th or 17th kilometer, and I was just like, the gel hadn't kicked in yet. I was hurting. My groin was fucking sore as fuck, and I was just. And then my thoughts went forward to the marathon, and I was like, if I'm feeling this at 17 Ks, fuck, I might have to, how am I going to get out of this marathon? I was like, fuck, do I need to pull an ACL or something to get out of this marathon? Because I'm struggling now. But then, like, I brought myself back up, and it was all right. I'd only run 15 Ks before that, which I realised is what fucked me, because that last 5 Ks is the hardest.
Yeah.
And if you haven't done that before and you don't know what you're in for, it is utter hell. Like, there was a small hill, but it feels like fucking Everest when you just
I know. Yeah.
haven't run
Never
that far
ending.
before.
Yeah, little hills when you're fucked, they feel a lot bigger than they actually are. Listen, welcome to the world of long distance running, Tobler. The last part of the race, of almost any race, unless you're preparing for something even further, is going to fuck you.
Now,
It's
after
just going to be. You're going to be in hell.
after you run your 20K, is it 21?
21.1.
21.1. Have you put down the vape yet? Because we tried to get you to do it last week, and like a bloody.
And you said no.
You,
I
you
have, mate. I've got my little nicotine mints.
just
My
put it
nicotine
all
mints.
down. What are you doing?
Oh, I got to ease off it, I think. I've been smoking for about 10 years, I think.
just
So it's-
quit.
but
Anyway,
I'm not doing any damage on the lungs. So
No. So you've put it down.
I put it down because during that fucking run, oh my God, I was like, I
Were your
don't
lungs
even want to do
burning?
it again. Like, this is fucked. Like, and my body was moving slower than my brain thought it could.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm just not getting enough oxygen in my legs. Like, this is just fucking.
Did you?
It just fucked. Yeah, I fucking hated it. That last 2Ks really left a bad
did you
taste
cry?
in my mouth.
Did you
no,
cry?
I didn't cry.
Were you
thought
almost going to?
I felt it was such a roller coaster. Too. I didn't know if I was going to go over the finish line and start crying or fucking vomit or shit myself. Like, it was brutal.
How did you feel when you finished? Like, were you
relieved.
pumped, or were you like, oh fuck, I hate this shit?
I was absolutely relieved, and I was like, that. I feel like that was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Like,
well,
it was
no, the
just-
marathon will be the dumbest thing you've ever.
Yeah,
Any was it nice course?
Yeah, it was really nice. Like, we went started over the Carl Expressway. So you're looking at the Harbour Bridge and the Opera
Yeah,
House,
nice.
and then down through Darling Harbour and Barangaroo. And yeah.
So it sounds like a Diet Coke version of the real McCoy. Obviously, in the marathon, you get to run it over the Harbour Bridge, punter and dribbler.
Yeah.
And then you go down the Cahill Expressway, so you get to take it all in.
Yep.
New course this year. Did we mention that? It's supposed to be elite. It will be elite. Tobler, we are proud of you.
Very
we love
proud.
you. You've done so well, mate. But
Yeah, all right. Yeah, go
do
on.
you think that where are you now with the bookies in terms of wearing the big
Yeah,
pants?
you set your own price here. Where do you think you're at?
Legitimate. I want an
Yeah,
honest
honest.
answer. What are you paying to be wearing the big pants for a month?
Toby bet.
Okay, so what am I? Yeah, right.
What do you think?
I think you're short. I think you've come in for
Yeah,
sure.
you've definitely come in on the big pants. But what do you feel? It's about what you feel
Maybe $2.50.
to wear the big
You reckon
pants.
you've come in? You reckon $2.50? So you reckon that you're still more likely than not to beat Tom? Because you're not beating me. I think we can all agree on that now.
So yeah, okay, maybe.
I think we can take that off the
No,
table.
no. Listen, Tobler, don't take any of it off the table. As soon as you take it off the table, you shut yourself off
From glory.
From glory. You still push to try to beat Eddie.
Because Tom was going to be. Tom was going to be. Tom
I wasn't
was
going to
do
run the fucking
half
thing.
but we didn't take it off the table.
Yeah.
So don't take it off the
I
table.
was thinking about that because the furthest Tom had ever run before the marathon was 15Ks. And I was like, if I had to do another 21, like, I got this real...
Puts it into context, doesn't
Puts
it?
it into context.
Yeah, a much more greater appreciation for the fucking feat that you guys accomplished. Like, Jesus Christ.
Keep it coming.
Yeah, specifically me as well, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
don't
I think
run
I'm $2.50
15Ks.
to wear the jeans, $4 to beat Tom's time, and I'd give myself maybe... I'd say probably 20 to 1 to beat Eddie's time.
Nah, look, I don't even. I think
It's
you still.
possible,
It's
but
possible.
you gotta put the fucking-
You got
you
to
gotta
put the
put the-
work in. You
you
put the
gotta put the
vape
work in.
down.
It's like
You've got
20
the
to 1.
program.
You'd have to put the work in.
Yeah, 100%.
And so to beat me legitimately, you know what you're going to have to start doing? Is you're going to have to start doing interval training.
Yeah,
Which is
train with Jeff Athletic.
Which is
Yeah.
hell on
Jeff's
earth.
in my corner.
Yeah, you got to start training with Jeff, dude. He says you leave him on red too often.
No, we leave each other on red.
Well,
That's what it says.
there's
Listen,
no way Jeff
There's no way that Jeff leaves you on
Jeff doesn't
red.
leave you on red.
No, he
dude.
does. He
Nah.
does. And
No
that's fine. We
way.
understand that we're both very
Nah,
busy.
you're
men.
lying. Jeff Athletic does not leave people on red.
He doesn't. He's not that sort of character.
Nah.
Not
Maybe
that
he
sort
just
of
doesn't
man.
see the message. For
Nah, you just listen.
Either way, this is not.
This is
me
too-
and
it's
Jess are
too
gonna
early
come
for
together.
excuses
We're
here,
gonna come
Tobler.
together. No, it'll be
You've
fine.
got
We're gonna
everything at
fucking
your
do it.
disposal.
Anyway, you've now got, as of today, the 22nd of May, you've got under 4 months to prepare.
And that's still
Yeah,
enough
cool.
time.
It's enough time.
You just need to take it seriously.
You need the program we gave you,
It's 12
that you are
weeks.
giving to the punter and the dribbler, a 12-week program. If you follow that to the T, you're a huge sniff.
Which I didn't. And
Sniff of
neither did
what? Beating
Beat
you?
me, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, for sure.
If you follow that to the T,
And then you also have to keep your fucking everything outside, so you probably can't be ripping and tearing too often.
you can rip a tear as long as you follow his program.
But
Yeah, you got like big long runs, like 20K runs on a Sunday and shit.
Yeah.
Which is what I also realized. Like, I'm gonna have to do that half marathon and more.
Mate,
just
you
on a
do the
Sunday
biggest,
in
the biggest
training.
run you do is 35 in the lead up.
Shit.
So get some real problems.
unless you're me, and then
Well,
you
I have
only
the
do
problems now.
you only do 15 and just still fucking step up to the plate and
Yeah.
get it done. Different though,
It
Anyway,
was great though.
code
Proud of ya.
dribbler,
Encourage everyone
sydneymarathon.com.
to sign up. It's,
Yeah.
I only started running at the end of last year and fucking.
And look at you
never
now,
thought
Look
mate.
at you now, dude. You
couldn't
couldn't
even
run
you
fucking
couldn't even-
700 meters.
You couldn't even run to the shitter.
You were you were
way.
falling over at Centennial Park like a newborn giraffe. And now look at you.
Couldn't run to the
Didn't
fridge.
fall over once yesterday.
There you go. There you go.
Progress. Well done, Tobler. Well done.
I'm excited to see how it progresses. I think that's us, Ed.
That's us. Love you all.
Love you.
Shout out to the punter, shout out to the dribbler.
And thanks to everyone who bought the electric jumpers. They all sold out.
Oh,
Unless
we
you're
love you.
tiny, there's probably like maybe
There's some tiny ones left,
for tiny people.
but we love tiny people too. So don't forget that.
Don't forget that.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Could you two just not talk anymore?